Hey guys, it's Zekin and welcome back to Planet Zoo. Today I'm going to be finishing up work on the elephant enclosure, which is inspired by the one at the Budapest Zoo. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, before I get into anything I'm doing right now, I want to kind of address a mistake I made in the last episode. I said that this place, the reference for this place was located in India, and Budapest is not in India, it's in Hungary, and that was kind of a mix-up throughout the whole episode. I don't know what was running through my mind, so just hopefully you guys understand. And so yeah, so most of this episode was made up of a lot of like off-screen work, so I wasn't really able to press record on every single thing I did, and so I'll show most of what I did in the live portion of the video. But right now you can see I'm kind of starting work on like the indoor section of the elephant enclosure. The one they have in the Budapest Zoo is kind of like this curvy, kind of almost like a diamond kind of shape. And so because I didn't want the piece count to skyrocket, because I'm gonna be uploading this to Steam Workshop, as well as I wanted to release this in the quickest time possible, I just opted for this simpler, more rectangular design. And so it's actually kind of sells the same idea, and it would be much better on when I'm distributing it for you guys as PCs. So yeah, another thing I like to address is that in the last episode I said I was going to be doing like an interior section, like the interior like they have it in the Budapest Zoo elephant house. So because I'm giving this out to the Steam Workshop, and I didn't really want to increase, because the indoor section of the Budapest elephant house has a lot of like details and curves and everything, and so trying to recreate that as best as I could while keeping the piece count low would have been like a heck of a kind of a very hard job to do, and I don't think I would have made it to be like under 2,000 pieces at least, well, maximum. So I opted just to leave it out. And besides, one thing is that the hitboxes for the elephants, they wouldn't really be able to fit through the archways which I made, and since I just can't redo the whole building over again, I just opted for just leaving it closed off. And so I'm just gonna be uploading this with the exterior of the building, and also didn't really include any interiors. So hope you guys understand. I'm trying to keep the piece count low so you guys can easily download it for your parts and everything. So yeah, so now I'm starting to make the little like a pool section for the now monitors. So these new South American temple pieces, I think this is the decal one. When you flip it upside down, you really get this nice kind of worn out concrete texture, and I just thought that really looked super realistic and nice, because with the plaster pieces they look a bit too clean, and so switching it out for these temple pieces really gives it that kind of rough used concrete look to it, and I thought it came out pretty well. So okay, so by the way, I just recently opened an Instagram account, and so it's kind of also one of the platforms in which I'll be sending teasers and shots and updates and just different things. And so I would really appreciate it if you guys gave me a follow over there, and so I'll leave the link to that in the description below. So as you can see, I'm adding these steps to the non-monitor pool for easing movement in and out of the water. In the Budapest Zoo, actually, this area is split into like two. So there's a hippo section, and then there's a Komodo dragon section. So because the requirements in game require a lot of land area for hippos, so that's why I just adjoined this whole landmass for the now monitors, and I just thought it came out pretty well. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm putting down some plants in the now monitor habitat. So eventually off camera I actually reduced the amount of plants, because now monitors require the least amount of plants, like I think it's 40% the coverage, so they required that for their environment. So anything more than 40% would be would reduce their welfare, so I just had to remove some of those. So yeah, so pretty much we're nearing the end of the time lapse, and I'll leave a link below if you guys want to skip ahead to the live portion, which will be coming up shortly. So I guess I'll see you in the live portion, which will be coming up in just a sec. Okay, so welcome to the live portion of the video. I'm gonna show you guys like a quick look around of everything that comes with this this habitat over here. And so if we head ourselves here, we can get nice views of the elephant enclosure from here. And so this is like the main viewing area for the elephants, and if you head yourself here, you can get a nice view of like the elephant as he is doing right now inside the water. And so just thought pretty cool. So this is how it is in the elephant enclosure at the Budapest Zoo. So I just thought it was a really nice thing to also include here, so you can get really nice up close views of the elephants. So yeah, so we have also another view on the other side, but I'll get to that much later. And so if we head ourselves to the back, we'll see that we have a nice like a kind of little convenience facility area, in which I included a keeper hut and also a trade center for this habitat in particular. And so this would be the main habitat gate for keepers when they're entering. So you want to set up your pathing over here. And so yeah, let's head into the main habitat. So once you enter here, this will be where the keepers enter. So they'll enter this kind of indoor section. So we have these this indoor with these heater, and then the bedding, and this thing's stinking. Where is Tycoon? She needs to like come clean this up. And so whatever. So we have the main basics over here. So if it were to be a little bit too cold, or if it were to be like snowing outside, they'll close down the shutters. And by the way, these are from Moblong, these and also these overhead shutters above this door. So I'll leave links to that in the description below, so you guys can go check it out. And so yeah, let's head on into the rest of the enclosure. So you can see we have like the main, like the food enrichment item, and then as you saw from the outside, this pool area for the elephants. So yeah, we have this kind of I'd imagine kind of rope fence, so the elephants can go here. And then we have like this little ditch over here, should in case the elephant tries to, I don't know, just like a preventive measure, just in case, for so that we have like a they call it a ha kind of barrier. So just pretty cool. So yeah, he's taking a nap over there. So let's head down. And like I said, because the elephants can't fit through because of the hitboxes in the game, and also I wouldn't want to explode your guys' PCs because of the interior, I didn't bother doing an interior on this build. And so I blocked it off with this kind of like a gate, which is actually replicated from the actual the Budapest Zoo. So they also have this gate in the elephant enclosure for if they want to lock out elephants from entering the interior, they can. And so just put that down there, so just looks as if it's actually in use. So let's head down over here, and you'll see more of the habitat with more of this like these stuff are from Haribo, and this creator has been putting out some amazing stuff lately. So I'll leave links to Steam so you guys can go check it out, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, So we have more and scratching post, and these woods would actually act as scratching posts, but in the game they don't use them, they use these ones that we have. So yeah, so if you're wondering why it's divided into two, is because in real life it's actually like that. And I read somewhere that the elephants require sometimes you separate the males from the females, I think sometimes, so they don't get into fights or anything. So yeah, let's head back out and back to the main path. And if we head down, we'll be able to get to see the now monitoring enclosure. So I also included this enclosure as an additional one in front, and they also have I'm not sure which animal they have there. I have not really been there before. It's just a bunch of like Google images I've used to make this whole build. And so they actually have another enclosure right in front in this exact spot. So your basic enrichment items, and it also has a pool too. And so yeah, so if we head back down, you can see we have this little plaza area for like circulation of guests and everything. And you can see we have also our second elephant like viewing point, so guests can actually also come here. So if the elephant comes to this section of the habitat, they can get nice views of the elephant. So thought it looked pretty cool. So pretty much, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. When you guys get the habitat, which I'll leave in the description below, be sure to follow the instructions that come with it, so you guys can easily set it up for your zoos and everything. And so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. So I'll be actually leaving links to two, in which I'll have like a map version. So if you don't have like the Arctic pack or the South America DLC, you can just head into the map and check it out for yourself. And I'll also leave the main blueprint, so you guys can plop it out in your zoos if you want to. And so yeah, that's a lot for you guys today. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not. And when you subscribe, be sure to turn down that notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post anything new. And so yeah, that's a lot for you today, and until next time, see you later, and bye for now.